All right guys, so today on this episode of Talking with Cars, what we're going to do is we're going to replace the air filter on this 2024 XC40. And I was originally going to buy it from Amazon, and I'll put the link for the Amazon one below for the air filter. And it's a little cheaper, just a hair cheaper. It's like $18, $19. This one at AutoZone was like $23 with tax. So a little bit more expensive, but I wanted to get it done today and get it out of the way. Did the oil change today, so I figured let's do the air filter too. It's been a couple years and 50,000 miles, so might as well replace that. So we're gonna go in the engine, we're gonna replace it. We're gonna need these T25s right here, right? The Torx T25s, there's about 8 of them that you need to remove, and then we'll unscrew that. Try to remove the cover and replace the air filter. This is Talking with Cars. Yeah, so it's $23.45 for this AutoZone filter, and it's an STP. Not my favorite brand, but had it available. It was the only one they had. I checked it out. It looked like the quality was okay. I mean, basically what I look for is I look for, you know, the quality of the craftsmanship, you know, when they put this thing together. You know, was the glue bleeding when they put it together? And I'll show you some examples. Yeah, you can see it right there, you know, when you open it up. You know, the rubber part, the rubber that goes around the entire perimeter, you know, it kind of bled into the air filter itself. So stuff like that kind of like exemplifies the type of quality it is, you know, I feel. So when you look at the Mann filters or the Hank filters, or any of those like OEM brands, they don't have any of that there. So yeah, the quality is a little bit better, you know. I mean, you can see even on the top side, it kind of bled. You can see the top there right here where my finger is. And then even at the bottom, it kind of bled into the air filter. So, you know, it's one of those things. I don't think it's anything to be concerned about. You know, it looks like everything is solid. It's not loose. You know, because the last thing you want is a little piece of that going into your engine compartment. But we're going to replace it. There's a tab here, so just pay attention to that tab. We're going to look for that on the old one and replace it in kind. All right, so let's start replacing the air filter. So I don't think I need to disconnect this, this top portion of the canister away from the intake. I'm going to try to actually just unscrew this and then lift it up so I can get to the air filter without removing anything. And hopefully these screws are connected to the top portion so I don't have to take them out. Yeah, and it looks like they are. So, and the way you know that is you unscrew this all the way and they don't come out, right? They kind of just stay in position so you don't lose them in the engine compartment, which makes sense. I don't know why they don't use just standard clips. They're just using these Torx screws, which I can't stand, but that's what they're doing. The Mercedes-Benz was like that. Actually, it was a smaller Torx size, I believe. But yeah, I mean, if we lost that screw down in here, that would be a problem. So we're gonna constantly pay attention. Make sure that we can remove this safely. Lift this out of the way and get the old filter out of here. Okay, I think I got them all. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I mentioned 8, there's actually 7. And then let's see if we can lift this out of the way. All right, it might be easier if I disconnect. I think this is the mass airflow sensor. There's a little tab here that you push in and then pull out. Get that out of the way, and I think that creates a little bit more wiggle room. Air filter is in here. Yeah, so it's a little dirty. You can see that it's been driven. This one also has looks like it has like a different type of filter on it, like almost like a screened filter. So we're gonna clean this spot right here with a vacuum. And clean that out before we put the new filter in. And here's the tab that I mentioned before. It's on this side of the car, on the driver's side of the car, and that goes in like this, right? So this is ready for a replacement, no question about it. And with the new filter, without having this, you might actually get some decent airflow through there. So I'm just gonna use a standard vacuum, my rigid vacuum from Home Depot. I'm gonna get in there and just vacuum all that dirt and debris out. All right, so it's vacuumed out, it's clean on the inside of the canister, and now we're gonna put the new filter in. All right, so like I said earlier, the tab is here. You can see this is a little thicker. There's no screen on here at all. It's just the filter itself. We're gonna place that inside. The tab is right here. So there's a little divot here on the other side of this canister, and that allows for that to seat. And we're gonna screw this back into position. And we'll start with one to see if we can get it going. By hand, and then tighten it. So I'm gonna do them all by hand first to make sure we're not cross-threading anything. We wanna make sure that everything gets into position fine. This back one especially. All right, it looks like they're all going in pretty good. Just make sure that they're all tight now. Looks like they're all good. Reconnect the airflow sensor. And that's good. And then we're good to go. All right, so hopefully that was helpful to kind of show you how easy this is. Anybody could do this. All you got to do is get yourself a T25 Torx ratchet right here, Torx screw, and then you could basically undo it. Replace the air filter. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to remove the housing off the car. You can if you wanted to, but everything else is very easy, right? So just double check with your parts and make sure that you have the right ones, that it has that same exact dimension, and it has a tab for you so you know exactly how to install it. So see you on the next one. Peace.